guys, welcome back. Today I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. I'm going to be doing a product empties video. So this is basically a bunch of products that I've went through and they're completely empty. And I'm also going to tell you guys if I'm going to be repurchasing them. So like if I love them or hated them. I go through a lot of the same products, you guys will notice here. So a lot of these things are like my all-time favorite products. So if you guys want to know everything that I've gone through in the past couple months, then just keep on watching. Okay, so the first thing we have are mascaras. I go through so much mascara. So the first one, I'm just gonna get it out of the way because you guys already know, I talk about this all the time. It's a Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. I don't think any mascara could ever replace this one. I love it so much. It makes my lashes look super thick, super long. I love the big fluffy wand on it and it just makes my lashes look amazing. So I go through a ton of these since I use them so much. So obviously I will be repurchasing these. The next mascara that I go through a lot of is the Sephora Outrageous Curl Mascara. This is a mascara that I use on my lower lashes. If you guys can tell, the wand is tiny. It is so small. So it just like perfectly brushes up against all the lower lashes and it just works really good. It also takes me a while to go through those because I'm only using it on my lower lashes. I never use it on my top lashes. So it takes me a while to go through those so they last me forever. And then the last mascara I have to talk about is the new L'Oreal Voluminous Oh my gosh, I can't talk right now. The new L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise Mascara. It basically has the same wand as the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara and it looks, I mean, basically the same. The only difference that I noticed is that it's a lot harder to get off. I have tried the waterproof version and the regular version and they're both really hard to get off for some reason. So I don't really like that as much because I feel like it kind of takes my eyelashes out if it's too hard to get off. Otherwise, I do really love that mascara. Then I have an empty MAC Studio Fix powder. This one, I mean, it's basically empty. I have the shade NW25, which is not my shade. Funny story, so before I started working at MAC, they color matched me to this shade and it is not my shade. I'm actually NC20 and they always matched me at NW25, which is like super pink and dark and just not my color. This powder I think will always be one of my favorites. It's one of the most full coverage powders that I've ever tried. Usually face powders are just kind of like sheer and not that full coverage, but that one is definitely one of the most full coverage powders that I've tried. So I think I'll always use that. Then the next category we have is eyebrow pencils. I have so many here. Obviously, I go through eyebrow pencils like crazy too because I do my eyebrows every single day. So my two favorite brow pencils are the Benefit Precisely My Brow Pencils and then the Anastasia Brow Wizzes. I use the shade 4 in the Benefit Precisely My Brow. I have 3 4s and then one is shade 2, I believe. This one is a little bit more blonde when I don't feel like doing my brows super dark. And then the rest are the Anastasia Brow Wizzes. I have taupe, medium brown, soft brown, and chocolate. So I switch between all these different colors. Just depends on what mood I'm in that day. If I want my brows really dark or really light. I don't know. I switch it up a lot. So yes, I will be repurchasing both of those for sure. The next thing I have is the MAC Soft Ogre Paint Pot. This took me so long to go through. It doesn't even look empty, but I promise it is. There's like literally nothing left in here. This stuff lasted me forever. This is what I use to prime my eyelids every single day. It works amazing. It's super opaque, so it covers up all of my redness. If you have any veins in your eyelids or just any discoloration that you need to cover up, that works amazing. And it also is just, it's a perfect base for your eyeshadow. So I will definitely be repurchasing that one. Next thing I have is a foundation, and I'm pretty sure this is like my first or second foundation that I've ever basically gone through the whole thing. This isn't completely empty. I still have probably about 2-3 more uses maybe out of this, but this is the Smashbox Studio Skin 15-Hour Wear Foundation. I used to rave about this on my channel a few months ago. I used this non-stop. I still do use it a lot, but it's definitely not my favorite foundation anymore. This used to be like my holy grail go-to foundation, and I have since found a few more foundations that I am just in love with that I like more than this one. Of course, I will be repurchasing this because I still do love it. And then the next thing I have is by Cover FX, and this is Custom Cover Drops. This one, it doesn't have the shade on it because I've had it for so long. But basically what I use this for is when my foundations are too dark, I'll go in with about a drop or two of this to lighten it up. This was like $45, I think, so it was pretty pricey. And honestly, I do use it all the time because I am always like self-tanned or my tan is fading, but I don't think I'll be repurchasing this because I did find another like dupe for that basically. It's the NYX droppers and I just use the white ones and that one is like $9. So that's the only reason why I won't be using that. Otherwise, I do think it worked really good. Even if you mix that in with like a moisturizer to give it a little bit of a tint, it does look really pretty because that is pure pigment, but I only used it for changing the colors of my foundation. So yeah, that's why I won't be repurchasing that one, but I do still love it. Then I also have another powder by MAC, and this is the MAC Mineralize Skinfinish. This one is in the shade medium, and this one looks like it's not empty, but it is. I use this all the time still. I will definitely be repurchasing this. This is just like a more sheer version than the Studio Fix one, and this one also has a little bit of like luminosity to it. And I have 3 of my favorite eyelash glues. This is the House of Lashes Lash Adhesive. This is the only eyelash glue that I will ever use. I won't even use false lashes unless I have this glue. I used to use the Duo glue, and when I switched over to this, it's like night and day. I used to hate wearing false lashes because it just never worked. They would never go on right. They would never stay in place. They were super hard to put on because that stupid glue never got like tacky enough, but this stuff is like super glue and I love it. I have a ton of eyeliners. So I will start with the one that I use the most, and that's the Sephora Long Lasting Liquid Eyeliner. I have the shade 01 Black in these. Do not buy the waterproof version of this. It's really hard to tell which one's which, but I hate the waterproof version of it. It's gray, it's like watery, it doesn't stay on. I don't like it at all. But the other version I am obsessed with. This is the blackest and the mattest liquid eyeliner I've probably ever found. I will say though that if you are like crying or for some reason your eye is getting wet, it doesn't stay on very good. That's where my Inglot gel liner comes in handy, is that sucker will not move once it's on. It's actually like really hard to take off, but this one, it will smear if it gets wet, but I never really have that problem with my eyeliner getting wet, so I don't know, that's just not like an issue to me, but if you are like swimming with it, then just watch out. Okay, then I have 2 of my Marc Jacobs Highliner pencils. I talk about these all the time in my videos. You guys know I love these. This is what I wear on my lower waterline every single day. If you ever see me with black eyeliner on my lower lash line, this is what I'm wearing. It's always this. I love it, so I will always repurchase this. Then I have the Tarte Lights Camera Lashes Precision. Oh my gosh, I cannot speak today. So this is a liquid eyeliner and I just really don't like this. It goes on gray. It's kind of dry. It's like really pigmented at first and then it just runs out and it's just really dry after like the first swipe. I just don't really like it, so I'm not gonna be repurchasing this. I don't know if I just got like a bad batch or a dry one or something, but I was not really fond of this. Then I have the STILA Stay All Day Waterproof Liquid Eyeliner. I will be repurchasing this one. I love this one so much. It's more of a felt tip eyeliner and I love this. It's super, super black, lasts a long time, and it's very easy to do eyeliner with. It's really easy to like sculpt a wing with this, so that's why I really like this as well. And then the last eyeliner I have is by Revlon. This is the Revlon COLORSTAY eyeliner. This is one that I tried on my lower lash line. Doesn't compare to Marc Jacobs, not nearly as black, so I won't be repurchasing. It sounds stupid saying it doesn't compare to Marc Jacobs because Marc Jacobs is like super bougie. I mean, why would I use an eyeliner that's not as black as one that I already have, you know? Okay, now I have 2 setting powders. The first one is the Laura Mercier Translucent Setting Powder. I think I'll always repurchase this. I actually already have repurchased my backup of this. This has always been my go-to setting powder. I love it so much. It's really nice if you have oily skin. It definitely keeps my oils at bay. It's good for baking, setting the under eyes. It's just a really nice all-over powder. I feel like this is like just a staple for everyone, especially if you have oily skin. So I will be repurchasing that one. I mean, I already did. Then the other one is the new Cover FX Perfect Setting Powder. I love this powder. Now this one is not as good at controlling oil, so I only will wear this if I don't have to have my makeup on for like a super long time, but it is beautiful on the skin. It looks so soft. It's very finely milled, doesn't flash back. It sets the under eyes beautifully. It doesn't make them look dry at all, and it's just a beautiful setting powder. I love it, so I will be repurchasing that one. Although it doesn't keep my oils at bay or like make my makeup last any longer, it still does look super pretty on the skin, so I will always use this powder as well. I have 3 of the Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealers. I think I ran these just about as dry as you possibly could. I can't believe I even scraped as much out of this as I did. This one and the Tarte Shape Tape Concealers are my all-time favorite concealers. I do like to use these better in the wintertime though, because Tarte Shape Tape can be kind of drying, especially my under eyes, because my under eyes do get pretty dry. It's just beautiful and I love it, so yes, I'll be repurchasing these. Then I have another thing by Tarte, and this is the Tarte Drink of H2O Hydrating Boost Gel. There is absolutely nothing in here, which is crazy because it just takes me a long time to go through moisturizers, especially gels. I do still love this gel, but it's kind of been replaced by my Dr. Jart. I believe it's called the Water Fuse or Hydro Fuse. I did used to use this all the time. I still do really like it. I have seen a few people saying that this clogged their pores and broke them out, but I have really sensitive skin and this never broke me out. So that never happened with me, but if you do have sensitive skin, I would maybe get a sample of this and test it out first, only because I have heard other people saying that about that gel. Other than that though, I still do love this stuff. I just don't know if I'm gonna be repurchasing it. Okay, and then I have 2 simple micellar cleansing waters that I've gone through. I've actually gone through like 10 of these, so I'm surprised I only have 2, but that's my favorite micellar cleansing water. I use it every single day, every morning, every night. In the middle of the day, if I'm like sweating from the gym, gets off all of the extra like dirt or makeup that's stuck in your pores. I always use that after I cleanse too, just to like get everything that's left over. So yes, I will be repurchasing these, of course. And then the last thing I have is a hair product, and this is by It's a 10. This is the Miracle Leave-In Plus Keratin Spray. I love this. I will definitely be repurchasing this. I spray this on when my hair is wet, and it kind of acts as like a detangler for me before I comb through my hair, and I just love it. It also, I think, is supposed to be like a heat protectant. It makes my hair feel super soft, and yeah, I love it. Okay, so that is all of my product empties. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it's a little bit different than something that I normally do, but I thought it was just something a little bit fun so you guys can see the products that I actually use like a ton. But yeah, so I hope you guys like this. If you did, please give this video a big thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you aren't already. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.